What's up, everybody? Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, back with a Monday episode of Magic for the Working Class, the deck series where we create deck techs for, $100 or less. And today we're just squeaking by. We have ourselves a Bruce Banner and the Incredible Hulk. But before we get into it, if you like Magic for the Working Class, if you like my daily deck techs, discussion, or even my Historical Commander series, feel free to subscribe, only if you feel I've earned it. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? So we've got Bruce Banner and the Incredible Hulk. Bruce Banner, of course, is a 1/1 for 1. He's a little scientist guy. You can tap double X and tap to draw X cards, activate only as a sorcery. Not bad. But more importantly, you can transform him, or you can play the Hulk for its transformed cost. And Hulk here is a 8/8 for 2 generic, double red, double green, reach, trample, and enrage. When the Incredible Hulk is dealt damage, put a 1/1 counter on him. If he's attacking, untap him, and there's an additional combat phase after this phase. Now, the reason that we are very, very close to going over our $100 budget is because I put some cards in here that will allow you to get infinite combat phases and attack with your Hulk until everybody is just dead. Just like super dead. And how are we going to do that today? Well, first and foremost, I'm going to walk you through the combo stuff that we have here. Caltrops is the first one. So whenever a creature attacks, Caltrops deals 1 damage to it. Okay, that's pretty cool. So it will deal damage to Hulk. So he will get stacked damage on him for each of those combat phases. But it does say, like I said, whenever it attacks, it gets that. So he'll get a 1/1 counter on him. He'll take the 1 damage, and then he will get to untap and attack again. And Caltrops will deal 1 damage to him again, and again, and again. Fun times. You can kill somebody in 1 turn with this. They probably will see it coming a mile away, especially since if the Hulk doesn't have haste, they will probably try their very best to kill it. Secondly, we have Pyrohemia and Fire Nation Palace, which is Fire Nation Palace. It lets you pay 2. Target creature you control gains Firebending 4 until end of turn. Alright, so then when Hulk will attack, he'll add 4 red mana to your mana pool. And then you have Pyrohemia, which is you pay 1 red. Pyrohemia deals 1 damage to each creature and each player. So not only will this ping out everyone, it will also ping your Hulk, allowing him to keep smashing, smashing, and smashing. And then our last combo here, we have Bear Umbra, which is enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has whenever this creature attacks, untap all lands you control. And then we have Desert, which taps to deal 1 damage to target attacking creature, activate only during the end of combat. So he will still be in combat at the end of combat. So still he was attacking. You'll ping him, he'll untap, he'll attack again. And Desert will be untapped by Bear Umbra. So that's those are all the infinite combos that are in here. Wanted to make a budget deck. Sorry, getting over the plague. Where you could, potentially have an infinite combo and feel strong. That being said, because these cards have taken up so much of the budget, things that this deck is vulnerable to are counter magic. I did pack a lot of things to protect our Hulk, but just be leery of that. So for creatures, we have the Ant-Man Colony Commander. When he attacks, you may pay 1. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Put it on your Hulk, put it on him, whoever. And whenever you put a 1/1 counter on a creature, create a 1/1 green ant insect creature token, which is pretty good. Sadly, it triggers only once each turn, so you can't go infinite with Hulk and him. We have Cunning Sparkbaits. There's actually a bunch of things like this. So he has haste, and he taps to deal 1 damage to target creature or player. These are also in here. These effects are also in here to get your Hulk extra combats. So we have him. We have Is It Staticaster, which is flash and haste. Deals 1 damage to target creature and each other creature with the same name as that creature. Prodigal Pyromancer. I could have probably put in Prodigal Sorcerer as well, but didn't. But Prodigal Pyromancer deals 1 damage to any target. Razorfin Hunter deals 1 damage to target creature or player, right? And Vithian Stinger, 1 damage to target creature or player. Very good. Helps ping, get you those extra combat steps if you don't already have the infinite combats. We are also running some mana dorkage in here. We have Elvish Mystic, Land of War Elves. I'm counting Goblin and Narcomancer as a mana dork because he does make your red and green spells cost 1 less. We have Doc Samson, Super Psychiatrist. If you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent you control, put that many +1 of each of those counters on that permanent instead. You can add X mana of any one color, where X is Doc Samson's power. He does cost 5, though, so he's more of a mid to late game. We have ourselves, where is it? Sakura Tribe Elder, sack him. Go get yourself a land. We have Spider Manifestation, reach, add a red or a green. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, untap it. And then Undercover Scroll, as long as there are 2 more creature cards in your graveyard, this creature gets +2/+2 and is all creature types. And you can add 1 mana of any color. So those are our mana dorks. Sorry. Now for... oh my god. Now for our utility and other creatures. We have Echo. You can pay 1 tapper to copy target activated or triggered ability you control from a creature source. You may choose new targets for the copy. This will copy the Hulk trigger on there. One moment, friends. And I'm back. I was dying there for a second. We have Hulkling, Burgeoning Bruiser, Vigilance. It's a 2/3 for 3. Whenever another creature control enters, it has greater power toughness than Hulkling. Put a 1/1 counter on it. It's pretty good. Kid Loki. Each creature you control that you've put a 1/1 or more 1/1 counters on this turn has hexproof. That's pretty good. And whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a 1/1 counter on Kid Loki. We have Mr. Hyde, Monster Within. At the beginning of your upkeep, you can either put a 1/1 counter on him or remove a counter from a creature you control if you do draw a card. He actually synergizes really well with Kid Loki because you can remove a counter from Kid Loki to draw your second card, which will put a counter on Kid Loki. We have Professor Hulk. 6/6 for 6. Trample, and when he deals combat damage to a player, draw that many cards. Raging Regisar, whenever it attacks, it deals 1 damage to any target, which, would cause your Hulk to untap if you attack together. We have Red Hulk, Enrage and Trample, and whenever Red Hulk is dealt damage, put a 1/1 counter on him. When you do, he deals damage equal to the number of 1/1 counters on him to any other target. We have the Astonishing Ant-Man. He's like super lore scale Quaddle. Whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on Astonishing Ant-Man, and you pay 3, remove any number of 1/1 counters from him to create that many green insect creature tokens. So he's going to get big too. We have the Thing, Ben Grimm. Trample, whenever 1 or more heroes you control deal damage to a player, put 2 1/1 counters on the Thing. And that is it for our creatures. We already went over our pingers and things like that. Now for our sorceries. I put Alluring Scent into this deck, which is all creatures able to block target creature this turn do so. You want this on your Hulk, right? Because we do have ways to make Hulk indestructible in this deck. And so doing this and just swinging in repeatedly, making it so creatures have to block him is pretty nutty. Especially considering how big he is. He'll probably trample over, and especially if you've given him indestructible this turn, he'll kill a bunch of stuff, untap, re-attack, and they'll have to re-block, all that. That's the same reason we have Armed and Dangerous in here. Armed, target creature gets +1/+1 and gains double strike until end of turn. Dangerous is all creatures able to block target creature this turn do so. This is both a kill, this spell is insane in this deck, right? Because he starts out as an 8/8. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains double strike until end of turn. Make him a 9/9 double striker that is a trampler that you're going to pretty much force somebody to block. Otherwise, they're just going to die. And then Dangerous doing the same thing Alluring Scent does. Great. Bushwhack. Search your library for a basic land card, put it in your hand. Or target creature you control fights target creature you don't control, which, you know, having a fight spell is always good. We have Colossal Collision, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Then that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. So, you know, just have Hulk nuke something out of the game. For ramp, we have Cultivate, Rampant Growth, Shared Roots, which I love the art on this. Lenka Simikova, you did a great job. Farseek and Lessons from Life lets you draw 3 cards and puts a land on the battlefield. We also have Epic Fight. Choose one or both. Double target creature's power and toughness until end of turn. And target creature you control fights target creature an opponent controls. So making him a 16/16 and then having him fight. Ooh, love that. Instance. We have Ancient Animus, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. If it's legendary, it fights target creature an opponent controls. It's an instant, so like you can have it fight somebody's little dork, which will net him another combat phase. We have Biosynthetic Burst, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains reach and trample and indestructible until end of turn. Untap it. Here's our indestructible. Blood Scent, all creatures able to block target creature this turn do so. Look at that art. That is a weird art. A good old troll. We have Bulk Up, which of course double target creature's power until end of turn. Making Hulk big is super scary. Commander damage can get there, friends. Decisive Denial. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control, or counter a target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 3. So it's got dual purposes here. Dual Shot deals 1 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures. Make it so your Hulk gets bigger and attacks more. Same with Fire Magic. It's going to ping your Hulk. Growth Spiral and Harrow are in here for ramp. We have Horrid Vigor. Give creature Death Touch and indestructible until end of turn. Do that to your Hulk. Moon Mist, transform all humans. Prevent all combat damage would be dealt. So if you are in a rough spot, you can play him as Banner because he is a human, and then you can transform him into the Hulk using Moon Mist. We also have Origin Metal Bending, destroy an artifact or enchantment, or put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains indestructible until end of turn. Giving him indestructible is extremely valuable, considering the fight, bite, and other spells that we have that ping him, right? Plus, if you have Caltrops out there, giving him indestructible makes it so your opponents aren't just gonna like cheese in with some more damage and kill him. Prize Fight, target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Create a treasure. Punishing Punch, costs 2 less to cast. If there are 2 or more creature cards in your graveyard, target creature you control deals damage equal to twice its power to target creature an opponent controls. Snakeskin Veil, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains hexproof until end of turn. Strength of Will, until end of turn, target creature you control gains indestructible, and whenever this creature is dealt damage, put that many 1/1 counters on it. We have Tail Swipe, choose target creature you control and target creature you don't control. If you cast a spell during your main phase, the creature you control gets +1/+1, and then they fight. Teamer Battle Rage, target creature gains double strike until end of turn. Oh my god, just imagine Hulk with Bulk Up and Teamer Battle Rage. Inject that into my veins, please. And then we also have Vision of Love, sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Caltrops, I already went over. Swift of Boots gives hexproof to our Hulk and haste, which you can't discount at all. Alien Invasion, I like this card. I got one in my stuff, so, you know, like it there. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 red alien creature token with haste. This token attacks each combat if able. Put a 1/1 counter on it for each invasion counter. Then put an invasion counter on this enchantment. Notice it's at the beginning of combat, so if you get a bunch of combats with Hulk, you're just dumping out a whole bunch of aliens as well. Just invading everything. Bitter Work also synergizes very well with Hulk. Whenever you attack a player with 1 or more creatures with power 4 or greater, draw a card. When I was goldfishing, one of the rounds that I had, I was just attacking with Hulk over and over and over, and drawing through my deck. We have Super Intelligence at the beginning of your upkeep. Enchanted Creatures Controller. That player draws a card, so put this on your Hulk too, right? Like, drawing a card's fine. Training Regimen. Creatures you control with 1/1 counters on them have trample. That's cool. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. And then World War Hulk. The next red or green creature spell you cast this turn can be cast without paying its mana cost. Yeah, that's busted. And then put 3/1/1 counters on target creature you control. Choose target creature you control until end of turn. Double its power and toughness, and it gains trample. Make your Hulk smash. And then lands. We already went over Desert and Fire Nation Palace. The rest of the stuff's pretty simple. We have Rogue's Passage, Command Tower, Frontier Bivouac, and everything else is very cheap. Oh, Kessig Wolf Run to give target creature plus X+0 and trample until end of turn. So that is the deck. Let's go ahead and see if Moxfield was kind to me today. All right, let's zoom out by one. Well, we've got a Force and a Command Tower and a Llanowar, so you know what? Let's go for it. We're going to go with our Command Tower. We're going to tap. We're going to put our Llanowar Elf into play. Next turn. Ooh, mystery card because Moxfield's not wanting to load the card. Oh, there we go. Punishing Punch. So we have 3 mana available to us already. I'm actually going to play Bruce Banner. We'll see how this goes for us. And then I'm going to Farseek. So we are going to view our library. We're going to grab a Montagne. Grab a mountain. Cool. Mountain's there. Next turn, I am going to play a forest. We have 5 mana available to us. I am actually going to play Doc Samson. So he'll tap to add 3 mana of any one color, where X is Doc Samson's power. We can already do Hulk things on our next turn. We're going to add 3 red. 4, 5, 6. We are going to flip the Incredible Hulk. I don't know why I thought of A-Team music there, but there we go. We are going to... We have 2 mana available. That's really good, too. I suppose we bring in Hulk. Now, somebody will probably take the first 8. So then we end our turn. We do have Biosynthetic Blast, or Burst, on our in our hand, so we are able to protect our Hulk. We will say that we had to do that. It untaps. It gets a 1/1 counter on it. And so we had to protect him. On our next turn, however, we are good to go. I am going to... Oh, he gets 2 counters, actually, because of the Doc Samson. Oh, what do we want to do? I think... I'm going to put Super Intelligence on Doc Samson. I'm not going to put it on Hulk, because Hulk is a lightning rod, right? So we have Doc Samson. We're going to go ahead and attack with Hulk. And when we attack with Hulk, we are actually going to play Prize Fight. We're going to have him fight another creature, which means he is going to get 2 counters on him. And he will untap, and he's still attacking, though. We also get a treasure token. And there we go. This goes here. And so they have a 12/12 coming at. That's automatically going to get another thing. Now you want to send this at the same person you sent it at before, right? Because a 12/12, when they've already taken 8, that puts them at 20 commander damage. This puts them into damn near lethal zone. And so bring it in. And so he's coming there. He's going to hit the person for 12. We're going to say... they take the 12, but we already have another combat phase. And with that extra combat phase, we are once again going to bring in the Hulk. Now they have to block the 12/12, and we're going to say that they do. So then, we add a counter because of Samson. He becomes a 14/14. He blocks. We're going to say, they block some of it, but they still die. So he's going to untap once again. And then you're going to bring him in at the next person. And they have a 14/14 Hulk coming at them, right? That's pretty dang scary. What you can do, we do have 3, 4, 5 mana available to us. We can have him deal damage equal to twice its power to target creature and opponent controls. But we're not going to. And he's going to smash in. We're going to say they block. He's like Anzrag, right? If you block Anzrag, Anzrag is bad, like beats you. You know, honestly, put Anzrag in the deck if you want to upgrade a little bit, because those two will synergize very well together. But you see, he's just going to smash, and even if they don't kill him, or so like if they don't kill him, you have oh yeah, second main. I was gonna put this guy in, and then you know on this turn we're actually going to remove a counter from him to draw an extra card. Oh, and we got Caltrops. So, you know, we win. Swing, he gets 2 counters on him. And then he'll just keep doing that ad infinitum. Alright, that's how it goes. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Yeah. As always, I'm Weston with the Hidden Gibbon, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'm back.